That's right. FBI agents are executing a search warrant at the Fulton County Elections Office in Union City this afternoon. We do have team coverage for you today. Our Doug Richards getting lawmakers' reaction. Chase Howell is speaking with county leaders. But first, we want to get out to Grace King, who has more on this. Grace, what do we know at this hour?
Well, Faith, I've been here since about 1:30 this afternoon, and we've watched FBI agents going in and out, mainly from their evidence recovery team, looking for records likely related to the 2020 election, according to Fulton County officials. So I want you to take a look behind me. This is where the FBI has set up crime scene tape. In the last couple of minutes, they pulled up a giant enterprise rental moving van where they could bring out some of that evidence to put into that truck and start bringing it. Now, they have several of those large enterprise trucks, presumably to bring evidence. We see people walking out the doors now, but they have been inside all day looking for evidence possibly related to the 2020 election. Now, we know the DOJ had filed a lawsuit in December that asked Fulton County for all used and void ballots, stubs of all ballots, signature envelopes, and corresponding envelope digital files. That could possibly be what they're here looking for today. But again, they've really just been going in and out of the building, setting up their crime scene tape, looking for different files. What we do know, who's allowed in the building? Anyone with a Fulton County badge. That includes Chairman Rob Pitts. That includes some of the county commissioners. The people who've been kept out so far are those state elected officials. They've been allowed slightly in, but not all the way. We spoke with some of them who said they were trying to get answers inside, but they're just not sure. We've also seen several members of the state election board that's also been asking questions about the 2020 election, going in and out. They're all trying to figure out what the FBI is looking for, what's going on. Again, there's no evidence that the 2020 election was stolen or wrong in Georgia, but that could be what they're looking for. But we'll continue updating you as we learn more. Live in Union City, Grace King, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, a lot of questions surrounding this, Grace. Thank you so much. Our Chase Howell also live on the scene there. Chase, you actually saw some local and state leaders show up to this election building. Can you paint a picture for us?
Yeah, Faith, I did. So I've seen the Fulton County Chairman, Rob Pitts, along with the Fulton County Clerk, Shay Alexander. I did see some board members with the Georgia State of Elections, along with about 5 Democratic lawmakers. Now, I want you to take a listen to what one senator, a Democratic senator at that, along with a board member who has 2 very different outlooks on this.
My understanding is that there's an FBI search warrant that's been issued, and it's only a guess. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that it has to do with documents that have previously been subpoenaed.
Is it shocking to you that this is happening right now?
Hey, it's shocking that we have a beautiful day in Atlanta and we don't have to fight the weather. So, yeah, I think it's definitely was not on my bingo card for today.
This is extremely alarming. I think Fulton County and Georgia in general are tired of being the target of Donald Trump's narcissism. That's all this is about, and he's dispatching federal officials at the highest levels of government to try to vindicate his agenda.
Yeah, so we actually did speak to Senator McLaurin after just a little bit ago, I should say, and he did say that they're looking for 700 boxes, and he said that those 700 boxes have to do with the 2020 election ballots. And I want to actually give you a look inside of the Department of Registration and Elections, inside that lobby. So you should be able to see a member of the FBI inside of there. We have seen several FBI agents going in and out of these front doors, along with people with Fulton County, the Fulton County Board of Elections and things of that nature. So right now we're still waiting to learn what's going on exactly. We are expecting some sort of briefing here, maybe around 6 o'clock. And when we get more information, we'll be sure to keep you updated. For right now, live, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
All right, Chase, thanks a lot. There's a lot of opinions out there. And as you know, Faith, there's a lot to unpack with this investigation. And of course, we have every angle covered.
That's right. Doug Richards continues our team coverage this evening from Atlanta. Doug, we know that you have spent the day speaking with lawmakers. What are they telling you at this hour?
Well, their opinions are certainly cleaving along party lines. We talked with a Republican state senator, Blake Tillery, but first we'll hear from Atlanta Democrat Syra Draper, who is part of the leadership in the Democratic caucus in the House and who has been somewhat of an election specialist during her career.
President Trump has made so many references about losing Georgia in 2020. He has specifically mentioned Fulton County over and over again. This is a petty, small man that cannot get over the fact that he lost Georgia fair and square in 2020.
I welcome the FBI's thorough investigation into our elections and look forward to their conclusions. I think a lot of concerns linger about election integrity and security and fairness in our elections, so look forward to their result. And the only answer we can have that Georgians will trust is a transparent solution.
Draper told me that she thought that it would actually make sense maybe for the feds to be looking into election integrity issues, not in Fulton County, but in Coffee County, which is in southeast Georgia, where there was an incursion into the election office by Trump supporters shortly after that election. That site happens to be in Blake Tillery's Senate district. He said if the investigation led to that, so be it. We are live in downtown Atlanta tonight. Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
Doug, thank you so much for bringing that to us. We also want to share this statement from the Georgia Republican Party sent into the newsroom. Georgians have waited years for real answers about what happened in 2020, getting every detail out, especially around ballot handling and processes, and Fulton is absolutely critical. Without full transparency, trust in our elections stays broken. We demand the facts to come to light, no cover-ups, so every legal vote is honored and future elections are secure. We are waiting for a statement from the Democratic Party of Georgia. I am told they will be sending it to us. It is important to note that the Fulton County Elections Board, the Fulton County government in 2020, the governor as well as State Chair Brad Raffensperger, they did some digging into the election. They did not find any issues with the election in 2020, but we will continue to follow this story closely, and you can download 11 Alive Plus to your TV, and we will bring you those updates as we get them.